I'm a clinical sexologist. I know. When you hear that, clinical sexologist, I often get asked, so what do you do? So you just talk about orgasms, sexual techniques, and fantasies with your clients? Yeah, to a certain extent, I actually do. But I also never miss to talk about them with why it is so hard to distance from relationships that don't benefit anymore, and why it's so hard to say no to our boss when he asks us to stay longer in the office and to finish a certain task, and why it is so hard to find an answer to what we desire and want in our lives. But yeah, we live in a world where being productive and performance is valued very high. We know exactly how to be liked, how to behave, and what to do in order to fit in. Especially as women and queer individuals, we start to act in a certain way very early. We overrule our sensual feelings in our bodies and come to a point where we don't notice them anymore. I was a woman like that in my early 20s. I was in discomfort on a lot of days, especially during sex, and I never questioned myself. I also never questioned the sex. I just thought, well, there's a problem and I need to fix it because obvious I am the problem. So I became a quite frequent user of lubricant, and the rest I just smiled away. How I learned it from the very beginning. We all have been in the situations where we said yes instead of no, and where we smiled even if we were very uncomfortable. And the system, aka the patriarchy, is benefiting exactly from that. Because as long as we are disconnected from our needs, desires, and our body, we are way easier to manipulate. They can navigate us, they can exploit us, and we will fit in the system that is built for us. And if we have a problem, there's a product that we can sell you to fix it, instead of tuning in with us. Well, so when I was in the middle of my 20s, I realized that discomfort became actually a normal situation for me. I realized that this discomfort is not only in my sex life, but in different areas of my life. I understood that the biggest political thing I can do as a woman is to be comfortable with myself, which is actually quite ironic, but there I was. I understood that there are patterns, and I started to break them up. And I want to encourage you to do the same. We often hear actually a voice in ourselves, a desire, a need, or a certain boundary, and we just have to listen to it. It is sometimes like a fire alarm that started ringing a while ago. And instead of acting on it and take it as a signal, oh, there's a ring, we just got used to the noise and lived with the fire alarm instead of acting on it. So, where does that end us? I think that we all are capable of feeling certain sensations and act on them, but it is a brave thing to do, not gonna lie. And if we have the courage and encourage each other to do so, I think it's not only a thing that we know our boundaries, but actually live with them. Because we all know what we don't want, but we're still allowing it to happen. So the next time, please take a pause and think of your feelings not as a problem that needs a solution, but maybe a signal that you want to live on. Thank you.